Welcome, learners and users of the English language, anywhere you are, to ISIFE EDUBLOG, where Martin Ekpa teaches the English language. Today, we're looking at articles. What are articles? Articles are modifiers of nouns. They come before the nouns they modify, or sometimes before adjectives qualifying such nouns. Now, of course, if they are to come before the adjectives, then the adjective should come before the nouns. Articles are basically divided into two: the definite article, which is they, and the indefinite article, which is a, or its variant, an. Now, perhaps if I were to measure, I would say that the most commonly used word in the English language is they, as well as a and its variant, an. So the articles are perhaps the most popularly used words. All right. First, we'll look at the definite article, which is what? They. The definite article is they. So in this sentence alone, we have two theys. All right. That's how it can be. It is used before established nouns or unique nouns or names of some countries. What do I mean here? It is used when the parties to a discussion already know the person or thing being talked about. That's what I mean by already established nouns. Look at this. Speaker A says in a question, "Do you know Ekpa?" In "do you know Ekpa," there is no they here because Ekpa has not been established. Now that we have established Ekpa, let's listen to the second speaker, the listener. "You mean the man that teaches English?" You see, Ekpa that was established in the first sentence has been replaced with the man in the second sentence. You don't wake up and ask me, "Do you know a man?" That might not make sense. I should have known the man you're talking about, or you present me a picture, then you ask me, "Do you know the man?" Alright? So, they is used. That is why we say definite. A man in the picture, and you ask me, "Do you know this man?" or "Do you know the man?" it will make sense because you are definite on the man you're talking about. The man is in the picture. We also use the article they when discussing unique things, unique nouns. That's the way I put it. Now, these are nouns that are outstanding, and we say some are just one. Look at this example. The sun lights the world. In the sentence, we have two unique nouns, two unique phenomena, so to say. The sun is a unique phenomena. The world also unique. We have only one physical world that we know, except we're talking about spiritual worlds, I don't know, but the physical world we know just one. So once you say the world, everybody knows what you're talking about. The sun, of course, same thing. Yeah, So these unique things, the wind, the ocean, alright, will always take they, because even if somebody wakes up and say the sun is up, the person knows what you're talking about. The wind is blowing this morning, the person knows what you're talking about. So unique ideas, phenomena, take the article they. We also use it to refer to special places, places where special services are rendered. She went to the market. Obviously, even if there are many markets in the area, the fact that the market is mentioned, somebody knows the fellow has gone to buy or sell. That is the idea. So she went to the market. We are at the hospital. There may be many hospitals, but if you say we are at the hospital, the purpose is simple and clear. I am at the church. So these are special places, and they usually take they. Okay. It is also used before names of some countries. For instance, I live in the United States. The United States. We travel to the United Kingdom. United Kingdoms of England, Wales, and all of that. Then, he is from the Philippines. The Philippines. The Philippines. I lived in the Congo for 2 years. I lived in the Congo for 2 years. There are other countries like that. The United Arab Emirates, and a couple of them like that. Take they for the names. We can also use the article they to talk about families, especially when such a family has been established in previous discussions. So, if we say their boys are here, this may include the man, his wife, and perhaps their children. Their boys are here. So the article they is also used in that kind of arrangement. We will take the indefinite article a and its variant an next. So the indefinite article is where we are now, and the indefinite article is a, as well as its variant an. Now, it is used before a singular noun. Of course, to be used before a singular noun, it means the noun has to be a countable noun. Now, a is used when the word begins with a consonant, while an is used when the word begins with a vowel. This vowel and consonant issue will constitute what will be treated under usage constraint, because sometimes people take vowels to be violators. Vowels are different from violators, if you like, vowel sounds. But whenever somebody says vowel, be more interested in the sound than the letter, because the vowel letter is usually takes the letter, but the vowel as a word is the vowel sound. So, for instance, what I mean is, if somebody says we have 20 vowels, we do not need to say we have 20 vowel letters, vowel sounds, sorry. But if we're talking of the vowel letters are 5. The vowel letters of the English language or English alphabet are 5, while the vowels are 20. That is the vowel sounds. Okay, so the definite article is used when one or all the parties to the discussion is not aware. So let's make this are not aware of the person or thing being talked about. Now, we use the indefinite article if one of the persons in the discussion or all the persons in the discussion are not aware of the person or thing being talked about. Now, a boy was reported missing. Even the speaker does not even know the boy in this case. Alright? Then the listener as well doesn't know. So all of them do not know. Then, do you have a car? The person asking is not aware that the person they are asking has a car. So, it's, because car is countable, we have a. If not, if car were not countable, it would have been, do you have car? For instance, do you have water? Do you have water? There is no a because water is not countable. Let's look at the usage constraint because that's where the problem lies. Now, do you say he is a European or an European? This is the problem. We have the vowel letter E followed by another vowel letter U at the beginning of Europe. But the letter E does not influence the sound that much. So we have you see, this is Europe. Europe. So the word actually begins with the consonant Y. With the consonant Y. Alright? Because of this, we don't say an European. If you make it an, automatically Europe will change to Europe, which it is not. Alright? It is not Europe, it is Europe. Therefore, he is a European. He is a European, not an European. Now, we also have a case of people bringing the article a where it shouldn't be. News is not a countable noun. Right? News is not a count noun, so we shouldn't use a with news. A lot of times I hear people say, I have a good news. That is wrong. The use of an article here is wrong because news is not countable. Therefore, we say, I have good news. The second colon is empty. The empty colon is correct. I have good news. I have good news. So let us wipe the A here and leave this place vacant. I have good news is correct. This one, he is a European. James said he had dash. Should it be a headache or just headache? Alright? James said he had a headache. Even if you don't know how, headache is a countable noun in English. Headache is countable. Headache is a count noun. So, James said he had a headache. Because we have headaches. James said he had a headache. She caught dash cold last night. Should we say she caught a cold last night, or we simply say she caught cold last night? Well, there is a usage error on cold that I will also talk about. People say, are you catching cold? That's wrong. That's wrong. Catch used with cold shouldn't take the ing form, because cold is not something you are holding one after the other that will begin to talk of catching. Alright? It is used in a manner that the ing is avoided. That is, don't go out so you don't catch a cold. That's in the present. I don't want you to go out because I wouldn't want you to catch a cold. Now, when did you catch the cold? When did you catch the cold? Or a cold? Alright? When did you catch a cold? But I think I used they because already the cold is manifesting. That's why I used they. Then, in this sentence, she caught a cold last night. She caught a cold last night. That's the correct thing to say. Cold, when it means fever, is count. Alright? Cold, when it means fever, is count now. So it takes a in the singular form. Is he dash heir to this throne? Is he dash heir to this throne? Now, you have heard me pronounce heir, not hair. The H in heir is silent. Therefore, is he an heir to this throne? Is he an heir to this throne? He is dash honest man. He is dash honest man. Again, the H in honest is silent. Therefore, we say he is an honest man. He is an honest man. So an is preferred here to a. Did you say you have a fever? Did you say you have a fever? A is required. Don't leave it vacant. Don't say, did you say you have fever? Fever is count, and so takes a in the singular form. Other elements that take a is sore throat. I have a sore throat. It's correct. I have a sore throat. Watch out for errors of this kind. Don't use the article where it is redundant, like we've talked about good news. You don't need it there. Then use it where it is needed, like before headache, before cold, before sore throat, before a fever. It is needed in these areas because these nouns are count nouns and are often used in the singular form. Note also when even a vowel letter is pronounced as a consonant. For instance, I saw a U. 9. I saw a U on my way. Alright? Arabic teachers will call it an ewe, an ewu, whatever they call it. But please, EWE is pronounced U, and so it doesn't take an. It should be a. I saw a U on my way. A U is a female sheep. Alright? Things like this might confuse you, but not after listening to my lesson, especially paying attention to details. Now, I urge you to share, to like, and to always be part of this platform. Make sure you visit the past questions section for all that you need to know about the exams on each of our topics. I'll always be with you.